Is iceberg lettuce really worth it? Does it have any nutritional value? And the answer is, it does. Iceberg lettuce, well, first of all, it's filled with water volume, so it helps fill you up. It has vitamins A and C, so it is giving you a little bit of nutrients. Of course, I would prefer that you have darker green leafy vegetables like kale. The other thing is that it is a good vehicle. If you don't like dark greens, it's a good vehicle for other vegetables, such as carrots and spinach. Well, you might not like the dark greens, but throw them in here anyway. Onions, tomatoes, peppers. So it's a great vehicle. Just don't load up that iceberg lettuce with the ranch dressing and the bacon. Yeah. Use it to get in some other nutrients.
You do that, right?
But don't skip it and say, oh, I don't like iceberg.
You take like a cup of blue cheese dressing with mayonnaise, sour cream cheese, and you put it on like this much lettuce.
Right. So use it for good. Get in some other nutrients there, but don't pass on the salad. Okay, the next question I get is, do I have to stop eating by a certain time at night? And what I usually tell people is, it's not about the time of night, 7 or 9. It's really about your schedule. So if you get up and you have breakfast at 6, your dinner might be at 7. But if you have breakfast at 10, your dinner might be at 9, and that's perfectly fine. The problem is that people, usually when they eat late at night, they're eating extra calories, and they're eating emotional calories of foods like chips and those cookies that your kids made, you know, the leftovers, and they can often not only add on extra unhealthy calories, but disrupt your sleep. So if you are going to have something at night and you are truly hungry, have something that's going to work for you a little bit. Banana, for example, with a little bit of almond butter is a great treat. Bananas have magnesium, which is calming, and they can also help increase the production of melatonin, the natural hormone for sleep. Also, a little bit of tart cherry juice actually can do some wonders. It actually has been researched, and it has been shown to actually help improve your sleep. Has a little bit of natural melatonin in it.
I prefer grape juice known as wine.
Okay, so another question I get is dairy that bad? And you know what? It is not. I am a fan of dairy. A little bit of cheese can go a long way as far as satisfaction goes. We know that dairy has calcium and protein, and even whole fat dairy, which I'm actually a bigger fan of, has even the saturated fat in it does have some health benefits. So all saturated fat is not necessarily bad for you. If you don't have, let's say, you know, lactose, you're not lactose intolerant, or you don't have an allergy, or of course you're not vegan, then it can absolutely have a place in your diet.
Health benefits.
And you do want to use it in moderation, though. You don't necessarily want to have it breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but there's absolutely a place in your diet for it, especially among a big, healthy, whole food diet.
Right.
So the next question I get is about meat. Do I have to buy organic meat? And what I like to tell people is, now, if you can buy all organic, that's great, but it's expensive. So if you have to pick and choose, which most of us do, I would say put some of that grocery bill towards organic meat. Think about it. With produce, can wash away some of those pesticides, but when it comes to meat, you're not going to be able to wash away the hormones and the antibiotics.
And it's also very much about how the animals are treated and how they're farmed to begin with, quite
Absolutely.
frankly. And I think that this is, I would rather see people eat less meat of better quality than eat more
100%.
It's better for the planet and it's better for the animals.
Swap out some meat and have a bean dish one day. Have a chickpea, have a black bean soup. Okay, so here we have, this is one of my favorites because I'm a fan of all nut butters, peanut butter and almond butter. People also ask me, so which should I have?
Just have both?
The almond butter people are, yes, you can!
I like both!
I have both at home. They both have protein and healthy fat. Almond butter has maybe a little more calcium, but they're both healthy choices. The one thing you have to make sure of is that you always go natural. Almond butter is generally easier to find natural. Peanut butter, you have to make sure you read the label and ingredients, and it says ingredients, peanut butter. So because many peanut butters have added sugar,
a lot of corn syrups and
unhealthy fat.
Right.
So really have both. Switch it up. Just like you should have multiple vegetables, have multiple types of nut butter in your house.
For nuts.
I am too. Okay, so the last question I get is, should I be counting calories? And I say, ditch the calculators. We do not need to be counting our calories.
Yeah, it's so uptight. That's why I write freehand equivalents. I don't want people in the kitchen measuring like a teaspoon of this. No,
exactly.
It's a drag, man. So
eat whole, real foods,
if you eat
and listen to your body.
Yes.
Listen to your body. Stop when you're satisfied. Eat whole, real foods. And because calories aren't all created equal, 100 calories of jelly bean is not the same as 100 calories of a little apple and peanut butter, which has lots of nutrients and will satisfy you.
That's my girl.